Alrighty, guys. This is John, Mr. Ted's, King Ted's, Revs Yum Yum in the CC, Wild Boys in the CC. I'm cooking a New York strip steak. I'm doing a reverse sear, following the advice of R717 Tech in the CC. Credit to him if this goes well. I've been teaching myself to cook steaks for like the past 3 months, and so I've probably cooked over 30 steaks. It's been a lot. So this is like me trying to do it well. So if you're watching this video, I am satisfied with the steak enough that I'm putting it on Discord. So just for those who care, I'm doing a reverse sear, starting in the oven and then go into a cast iron pan. Oven is set to 175, that's as low as it'll go. And then salted and peppered the steak about 45 minutes to an hour ago. Looking to hit medium rare, which will be interesting if I can do that, because my thermometer only displays up to 120, and so I kind of have to guesstimate when it's at 115. And then I'm gonna sear it in the pan and then flip it, baste it in butter and garlic, and see how that goes. So look forward to seeing you after this steak comes out of the oven. Peace out. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm gonna turn this overhead fan off for now. Just about to pull it out of the oven. In fact, I really shouldn't be standing here. I should be acting. So we're right. I give it a few more seconds. This is a Dutch oven, so I don't ever use this. This is my roommate's. I'm drinking some Bullet bourbon, on ice and with a little bit of sparkling water, which I realize like sparkling water and ice is a great offense to anybody who drinks bourbon, I think. But here I am. I've got my cast iron here. I was just heating it up, and so it was smoking. I mean, it's ready to go. I'm gonna add some oil, and in fact, I'll do that while I wait. The burner is off, but I think I'm gonna start the burner here, put it on low, and then I'm gonna sear the steak on high, but I just want to get the oil heating up, and so I'll keep the burner on. I'm gonna check it one more time. Normally I don't like to check the oven for things like this because you lose the heat in the oven, but because it's a reverse sear and you want to cook it as low as possible, the way I see it is like it does it no harm by letting a little bit of the heat out, because the whole point is you cook it low and slow, right? At least based on all that reading I did before. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this oil out, just a tiny bit. By the way, if anyone has like, I'm always looking to expand my tool belt of things I know how to do, like cook steak or stuff like that. So if there's something you're like, John has to do this, John has to try this, please, 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 please suggest things as you see fit. So I'm gonna pull the steak, and then I'm gonna put that Dutch oven back in the oven, and so that I have space. Oh gosh. Oh boy. So here's where we're at. I'm gonna do this real quick. Here's where we're at. Obviously not fully cooked yet. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get a good shot of the pan just because I'm basting it. I'm going to be basting it. And so I don't know that I don't have 3 arms is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to turn it up to high heat, and once it starts smoking, I will throw it in, and then I'm going to cook it 20-30 seconds each side. If it doesn't quite have the crust I want, I'll do it a couple seconds more, but low and slow, high heat, really quick is my general what I'm aiming for. Geez, I always forget that this thermometer is hot when I pull it. So yeah, looking forward to trying this steak. Once this pan starts smoking, I'll throw it right in there. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it right here, right onto a pan, and then just boom. Keep it as far from the camera as I can because I don't want to get in the heat of the pan, heat of the stove. And then I'll move this pan too. Need to find a place for that. I'll probably put it back in the oven. So, geez Louise, this oil's taking forever. Come on, man. Come on, man. Heat up for me, would you? And then I'll probably do like a verbal count because I'm using my cell phone with this GoPro, and so I can't use a timer like I usually do for cooking. I don't have a kitchen timer. I need to get a kitchen timer so that I can deal with this kind of stuff. And then once I flip it the first time, I'm gonna throw in some butter and just baste it with garlic cloves. Looks like we're getting some smoke. So the pan is really hot. I don't have a way of measuring the temperature of the pan. And my oven is a bit uneven. If I weren't moving this summer, I would just fix, I would pull the drawers out and level it out, but it's just not worth the effort. Because my oven's not even, and therefore all of the oil kind of drips to one side, which is annoying, but I need to turn the fan on. Sorry if this is making a lot of noise. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna put this back in the oven. Flipping, and it looks like it needs a little more time, but that's okay. I'm gonna let it cook. I mean, you can see like there's not quite the crust that I want. Usually I would do it a minute each side. I've done reverse sears before, but it's always been from frozen, and so this is the first time I've done it not frozen, which is why I was a bit unsure about the temperature and all of that stuff. So once I flip it, I'm gonna add the butter and the garlic, and I'm gonna start basting. Let's flip. Oh gosh, I don't like doing that. All right, and I'm gonna add the butter. And then soon after that, I will just like turn the stove to low so that I can not burn this butter, right? And actually, I'm gonna give it a little more time on the other side. The way I learned to baste is by watching people in the restaurant I work at, and I don't actually know what I'm doing here. Shit, it's so freaking hot, like. Turning the oven off. But it's so hot. I mean, as I'm looking at the top bit, like, I've had better crusts, but this isn't bad. I'm curious to see how the center will be, because I pulled it a little bit before this pan. The one thing I don't like about cast iron is it's so heavy. So when you're basting like this, it just makes it difficult. I like to cook a lot of garlic and a lot of butter because I like to eat the garlic kind of after I cook the steak. And so, geez, I can't even manage. I have a 500-pound deadlift, 405 squat, but I can't hold a cast iron pan. Just goes to show. One thing I haven't figured out is what to do about that bit of fat on the edge of the steak. You know, do you sear that bit? Do you cook it? What do you do? The pan's off, by the way. All of this heat's coming from the cast iron. Not bad, not bad. So I'm gonna flip it and just make sure that it looks good on the other side. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So I'm gonna let it sit there for a second. I definitely need work. Like, you know, there's a lot of room for improvement, but overall it's a solid steak, right? The crust is crusty as it should be. The meat, I suspect, will come out medium rare. I'm gonna cover this really quickly with tin foil. The oven time says 10:31. That's obviously not accurate, but shoot for about 5 minutes. Yeah, the steak should come out medium rare. I pulled it a little early, not quite 10:15. Sorry, not quite 7:38. Not quite 115 degrees, but like a little below that, and so it'll come out between medium and medium rare. So looking forward to trying it. Peace. All right, we're back. It's been about 5 minutes. Let the steak rest, soak up those juices. One of the reasons I chose garlic powder over, garlic cloves over garlic powder is I love to eat the garlic cloves after they've been fried in butter, right? And so it's just so tasty. And so I'm gonna eat one right now. That's why I cooked a bunch of garlic cloves, and so I'll eat those later as I'm eating. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut the steak. There's hardly, not a lot of blood, which is good. Or not blood, but you know, whatever that stuff is. And I'm just gonna cut it just to see if I got the medium rare correctly. Yeah, that's medium rare. I need to, yeah, I mean, there's hardly any gray around the edges. This is a fattier piece. It might be hard to see on the camera because just the way in which the camera deals with light and red pixels. So yeah, that's my experience. I'm looking forward to eating this thing, and peace out.